Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? This is your boy, the Dark Star Menace. And today, I'm just going to be doing an impromptu vibe, just had a few things on my mind, over the past week. I know I wasn't as frequent with my live. So, yeah, I just didn't get the opportunity to do so. So, I figured I would just go live, kind of shoot the shit a little bit. I guess, just kind of freestyle a little bit. Nothing too crazy, don't have a really specific subject, but just really just had some shit that I kind of put in perspective. I was just kind of thinking about something, because I was having a conversation with my mom today. Actually, you know what? Before I even get into the whole thing that even brought me to some of these conclusions, before I even really get into it, if you're just joining in, please make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. It does help out. I don't give a shit for like cash apps, all that crazy shit. Just as long as y'all hit the like, that's all that matters for me. But yeah, let me go ahead and get into it, man. So, I was talking with my mom today, just because guess what I do? I hit my mom's up every once in a while, just have a conversation, just talk about random stuff. And I was talking about with, some people that just in general become successful in life, and one of the things that I brought up was about, hard work gets you success, right? Which there's some truth. There's truth in that. Not gonna lie, there's truth in that. But one question my mom asked me, and she really pressed me on it, and it was a good challenge. Question she asked me is, what if you're working? What if you work just as hard as the person that's working hard to get to where they're at, and no matter what you're doing, it's not enough? And I was like, you know what? That's a good point. What do you do then? The only thing I could think of is try to go back to the drawing board and figure out what you got to do to set yourself apart from that other person. And I know sometimes we get direction on how to, navigate life and whatnot, but it's not going to be the same for everybody. It's really not. Like, I know, like, just when we were talking about, people that become doctors and lawyers and stuff like that. We always have this preconceived notion that those said people wanted to get in that field to begin with. And it's honestly not true. Not a lot of them wanted to get into that field, which, I've heard interviews where there's people that were doctors and stuff and lawyers. I've heard these interviews before where the only reason they got into it was because their parents really pressed them on doing it. It was something that their family members were really pressing them on, And it's like, of course, that person had dreams of wanting to do something else, whether it was like, let's say, be a musician or an artist or, like a firefighter or something like that. And they had parents that put them down and whatnot, told them, no, you don't need to be doing a career like that. You need to be getting into something that's going to make you money and whatnot. While I do agree with that to an extent, it's cool to get a job that you're making a lot of money, but why do it if you're not really that passionate about it? If that's not what you're that passionate about, where you'll put your all into it, why even bother trying to do that? Because money ain't everything, And I have to agree with that, because I've seen plenty of people that have money and they're just fucking miserable as shit. So it kind of goes to show that, when they say money ain't everything, I guess it's a true statement, I guess. kind of crazy. Yeah. And then even then, like one thing that my mom was even talking about is like whenever we're teaching kids, when you're teaching kids how to do certain things, sometimes we not even just kids, but just really when you're teaching anybody your method or your way of doing something, we get hooked up on the whole thing of them not doing it your way. And I agree. Like we got so hooked up on that we think our way of teaching is the best way, when in all actuality, you know, it might not be the best way. Maybe they find a flaw in the way you're teaching something, which is not a bad thing if someone finds a flaw in it, because I mean, at the end of the day, that can help you improve. It can help you improve on what all as far as like your steps for the future. We should be wanting to evolve, not make shit the same. You know, just like kind of like whenever I talk about the stuff with like pro blacks and stuff like that, when I start saying we need to learn from other groups of people, that's why I say that. It's not to put down like pro blacks or nothing like that. And goddamn it, Bob, this ain't the day for you to freaking be my vet to be my freaking co-host. I'm nope, I'm in the middle of some shit, bro. Sorry, I got my cat over here trying to really co-host for me right now. But anyway, like I was trying to say before I was interrupted by this fur child, um, like we should always be wanting to evolve. We should always be looking to the younger generation for newer innovations. You know, because chances are they can see a flaw in something we're doing. You know, I've never understood why a lot of times we got a lot of old heads that just think that the younger generation don't know shit. And I used to think that sometimes. And I mean, here's my thing. I still do think at times younger generation don't know shit when it just comes to overall life stuff. However, when it comes to like newer innovations and shit, I won't lie. Like really should be looking to the younger generation when it comes to newer innovations on how to do shit. We should be more open to evolving. You know, that's how. Honestly, I hate to be the one to say this. This is why other communities have gotten so much better. This is why civilizations as a whole have thrived, because they evolved. You know, that's why the country we stay in, in the U.S. This is why we've evolved. This is why other countries in South America have evolved. This is why Africa has freaking been able to thrive. Not just even like the continent of Africa. That's why a lot of it has thrived. You got countries like Nigeria, Ghana. They're getting up there in the tech world. Some of y'all don't know that, but they're really getting up there. Along with South Africa, that's another country that's getting up there. That's in Africa. You know, we can't be sleeping on a lot of that. You know, because they're starting to evolve with the times. And I don't think there's anything wrong with evolution at all. Can't keep shit the same all the time. We've got to evolve. Otherwise, we'll get left behind. That's all I'm saying is we need to evolve at some point. We really do, because no one's going to do it for us. Because if we're not willing to do it, then we should be willing to let the younger generation do so. You know, we should be willing to allow the younger generation to evolve. And change our way of thinking. Not really change our way of thinking, but put shit into perspective. Being able to make progress. Because let's be honest, the way of thinking that a lot of old heads have is outdated. And I'm not trying to be an asshole or disrespectful when I say that. I don't want nobody thinking that I'm trying to be disrespectful. but I'm just being honest because at the end of the day, I still respect my elders. However, sometimes it needs to be said. It has to be said that like, kind of their way of thinking, it's a little outdated. You know, like this whole notion that oh wait, I guess like I don't know. I'm probably gonna get shit for this, but just turn around and saying that white people are the devil. Come on, man. We really gonna do that? Like, how long we gonna do that? You know, at some point we gotta evolve. Sometime at some point we gotta figure out what we need to do. I stop worrying about other groups of people. You know, that's all I'm saying. Is just at some point I mean, I'm kind of contradicting myself right now that I'm really thinking about it, but we do kind of need to like, in a sense, when I'm saying stop worrying about what other people are doing, what I mean when I'm saying that is like we need to stop sitting up here and worrying about why they're getting so far ahead of us, you know, as opposed to just if we see that they're thriving, we need to figure out what the fuck they're doing and maybe possibly replicate that. And I give a prime example, the Asian community. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing in this game. I'm about to freaking log out of this game because this game is pissing me the fuck off. By the way, I'm playing Gundam and this game is pissing me the fuck off right now. There we go. Okay, never mind. I'll shut up. Anyway, but the Asian community is a prime example. You know, like they came to this country as fucking immigrants, not having shit, and now look at them. Like they freaking they got more money. They got a lot more business than us, a lot more money. They got a lot more success as a whole. Not just the Asian community, but I can even say like the Indian community too. You know, and the freaking Middle Eastern community too. But there's a reason why. I mean, we can say generational wealth too, which there's a lot of truth to that. But with the Asian community, they live below their fucking means. You know, like I'd be the first to say like sometimes I don't live below my means. I live within my means, but not below it. And I think I might even try to replicate that and start living below my means. You know, I'm not saying be a tightwad, but I mean get like things that you legit need. Don't just splurge on a bunch of shit. That's something I think we have an issue with just as a community. I think not just as a community, but I would just say just as Americans as a whole. Like the reason I say as Americans as a whole, because even white people do that shit, and even Latino people do this shit sometimes. You know, like the minute we get money, we just tend to just fuck off. We just tend to fuck it off. I can't. I mean, we can't sit up there and say that we don't, because that'd be a bold-faced fucking lie if I said that. Like, I know I fuck off my money. I know other people that trick their money off too. So, I mean, let's not do that. Let's be honest with ourselves. We gotta learn how to live below our means, which is something. Again, something I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start practicing that shit. Not even joking when I say that. I'm seriously gonna practice that. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy, man. Anyway, I just came on here to do that impromptu stream just to kind of say all that. I'm probably gonna be going live on my PlayStation a little bit later, but I had to get some of that out because I mean it's been bugging me for a while. I start thinking about that stuff sometimes, and I'm just kind of like, why is it that sometimes other groups of people are doing better than us? And I also think at some point we need to get financial literacy classes too. I think we should because I mean, after hearing about that shit with the fucking pink sauce lady, like barely didn't even she freaking care whether the product was successful and started her own business. Not even like a whole year, that bitch already going broke. Not even after a whole year, that bitch is going broke. So I mean, something's not right. Like she fucked her money off somewhere. I'm not even gonna speculate where she fucked her money off at, but I can tell you she fucked her money off. Something didn't add up. More than likely, she probably blew her money on some stupid shit. You know, that's what I think she did. But you know what? Let me shut up because I don't know her struggle. I don't know her story. So I really can't say. I really can't say shit, nor can I speak on that shit. You know, I'm just giving a little bit of my opinion because again, it's just one of those things where it's like I want us to do better as a whole. As Black people, I want us to do so much better than what we're doing right now. And I really do mean that. Like on some real shit, I really want us to do so much better. Because I was watching Blue Beetle, which by the way, you know what? I think later on I'm gonna do a show reviewing the Blue Beetle movie because I actually did see it, and I'll just say this: it was a good movie. I thought Blue Beetle was a good movie. However, I did have some gripes with it, which yeah, I have to do another show talking about that. I will definitely do a show talking about that. Yeah, but at some point, man, I'm gonna have to get a legit schedule going as far as with just as far as with my whole streaming stuff. I'm gonna have to get a whole schedule put together for that. Like I really will. I'm definitely gonna try to get a schedule going for that. Figure out what days I can actually stream. And what I mean by like what days I can stream, I'm talking like actually having days I'm doing like live streams like this, having other streams when I do my gaming stream. I kind of got that set, but that won't take an effect for a couple weeks because I'm waiting on a specific game to come out before I do it. So yeah, once that game comes out, then I'm gonna really start buckling down a little bit on it. Definitely will get more serious with the streaming and stuff. That's definitely when I'm gonna start getting really, really serious about my streaming. But anyway, man, I'm gonna probably go on ahead and dip out. I'll be back on a little bit later. I don't know if I'm gonna do the Blue Beetle stream today. I might do it today. If I don't do it today, then I'll do the Blue Beetle one tomorrow before I go into work. But I will definitely be doing a gaming stream tonight too. Definitely gonna get back on Assassin's Creed for sure. Definitely gonna get back on Assassin's Creed for sure. Cause yeah, I've been stagnated on that. So that and also I've been slacking on my stream. So yeah, I'm gonna get back on it. But till my next stream, this is your boy Darkstar. I'm gonna go ahead and drop out for right now. I'll be back on a little bit later. Till next time. Peace, everybody.